The worldwide celebration, or at least part one of the celebration, will be themed around or focused around the fight between Full Power Cooler and some variation of Goku. He does fight Cooler in base, Kaioken, as well as Super Saiyan, so we could possibly see some variation of those three. And in this video specifically, I wanted to show you, and I would love your thoughts on two concepts I made for the upcoming Dual Dokkan Festival for Goku and Cooler. I would love for you to also let me know in the comments what you would like these two characters to look like, or what gimmicks would you love to see. Anything regarding those units, please let me know in the comments, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what I personally want to see from both of these units. And honestly, I do think I made two of the best units in the game without making it too OP, but like I could see a realm where these could be better than like maybe, I don't know about it's tough. I want your opinion on it. All right. And then no subscriber challenge today, but I will mention that we are closing in very rapidly. Thank you, and it's blessing. It's honestly nothing more than a blessing. But we are closing in on 45k subscribers. If you want to continue getting a constant influx of Dokkan content, where there's stuff like this, memes, or videos that are keeping you updated with everything you need to know when it comes to Dokkan, this is the place to be. Consider subscribing. But if Bio Broly scares you, or if that's, you know, honestly, you know what? Never mind. Don't forget about that. I have Bio Broly as a profile picture, so until then, don't even subscribe. Don't even worry about it. I'm playing myself. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's hop into this video. Let me show you my concept first for the Goku. Now, again, everything may seem to be a little weird or whatever, but let me explain why I'm doing these things and everything will make sense. So, in terms of Goku's leader skill, I'm giving him, I want him to be physical, by the way, accelerated battle and powerful comeback category, 3 key 170, plus an additional HP attack and defense plus 30% to super class characters. This, I'm telling you right now, is very, very strong. Instead of giving the buffs to something like Goku's family, it's giving a buff to every single super class character on both of these categories right here. So every single character you see in the super class version, or on basically the left hand side of this powerful comeback category, sorry, or the accelerated battle category, you're going to see get a 200% buff. The reason why I did this is because I wanted to increase the power of the leader skill without actually, because you know we've already had a few 200% leaders up to this point, but I wanted to increase that power of the leader skill without actually changing any of the numbers. I think 4 key as a 200% leader skill would have been a little bit too strong, so I feel like this is a nice step up, right? Just making it a general super class buff, as long as you're on accelerated battle or powerful comeback. So let me know what you think about that. This is definitely, and also, I mean, accelerated battle makes a lot of sense because of Goku. It makes a lot of sense when you take a look at the accelerated battle category and how a lot of the Kaiokens are on this. So since Goku could have Kaioken in some version of a super attack, I think it makes sense. And then powerful comeback, I mean, Goku literally goes Super Saiyan and beats Cooler, so he has a powerful comeback in literally the special. So it is what it is. For his 12 key, I want him to raise attack, no special effects here. And then his 18 key, he greatly raises attack and no special effects here. This is on purpose. It's not, trust me, just bear along with me here. And also, he does not perform Mega Colossal on his 18 key, but again, you'll see why in a second. So for his passive skill, I have activates the entrance animation upon entry once only, which I guess could be like this scene where he's powering up, maybe. I think this scene is when he powers up against Thouser when he comes out of the cave. I think. Or maybe it's against Cooler, or I forgot. I haven't watched it in quite some time, but yeah. And then he gets attack plus 59% start of turn, and then attack plus 59% in addition when performing a super attack, plus an additional key plus 1 per key sphere obtained, which is definitely a nice key mechanic. And then performs an additional super attack when facing an extreme class enemy, so definitely setting him up, obviously, you know, as you can see. And then revives with 59% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd once only. Revives into Super Saiyan Goku. So this guy, as you can clearly see, has no defense. But the beautiful part about this is that he can revive literally instantaneously if he's killed, or if his, my dog is kind of scratching my hand here, my bad. So if he's KO'd, or an ally on the rotation is KO'd, then he will instantly revive. You do not need any special like HP restrictions or turn restrictions, nothing like that. He can literally transform, or what's the word, revive from phase 1. The reason why I wanted to give this form of Goku some respect is because last year we did have a Super Saiyan worldwide themed Goku. So I wanted this guy to be base form before he goes Super Saiyan, so I wanted to give this version of Goku a little bit of respect. Also, to let Goku go maybe Kaioken from his 12 or 18 ki, showing respect to that specific form of Goku as well. And then we can see the beautiful revive of when he, what's it called, revives a little birdie, whatever. Like, basically this is Birdku, okay? Then he revives into Super Saiyan, and this is where I think things get very, very, very strong. So his 12 ki, he stacks attack and defense, causes Mega Colossal on his 12, and then on his 18 ki, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, Mega Colossal damage again. So no special effects, but I think stacking is really strong, and then greatly raising it for 1 turn is also, I think, really, really strong. And then we get into his passive skills. So he gets attack and defense plus 159% start of turn, which of course is very, very strong. An extra 59% on super. If my dog is bothering you guys, I'm sorry. Hold on, give me 1 second. A little busy right here. Attack plus 59% in addition when performing a super attack, plus an additional ki plus 1 per ki sphere obtained, and then attack plus 10% up to 59% with each attack received. So he's getting a lot of different variations of attack here. When you start adding all this stuff up with all the stacking, he's going to hit very, very hard. Again, 159% attack here, 59 on super attack, and building up to an extra 59% is very, very strong. He still retains, of course, his ki mechanic. Then he gives super class allies 3 ki and defense plus 59%. Reduces damage received by 59%, and performs an additional super attack when facing an extreme class enemy or when HP is 59% or less. So I wanted to give him all of these really powerful buffs, but I didn't want to lock it behind an extreme class enemy. So if you're facing like a Goku or like a Vegeta or something, you can still activate all of these really powerful buffs if you are lower than 59% HP, which again, these do stack into Goku as well. So Goku will get 59% damage reduction on top of the 59% defense, because it also includes him, on top of his 159% defense here. So he'll be like below 59% HP, he's going to be untouchable, I think, either way. But facing an extreme class enemy, he's going to be very, very hard to kill. All right, and then 3 ki, attack plus 30%, and great chance to nullify enemy super attacks when HP is 59% or more. So giving us just a little bit of extra ki and a little extra attack power if you're not really, you know, falling below 59% HP, which means that you're definitely still pretty good, and you probably won't die in that turn. So let me know what you guys think about this Goku. I think he's more subtly OP than anything. If you're facing an extreme class enemy, I think, dude, this super class support here, I think, is disgustingly broken. The damage reduction is too good, and the additional super attack, I mean, when you consider the stacking and everything, I mean, I don't have any stats or links for this character, but I feel like this Goku could be really, really good, especially when you consider how OP his category, or sorry, his leader skill is. All right, so let me know what you think about this Goku. Let's move on to this cooler here, and if my dog starts barking, I apologize. Again, a little bit busy right now, so things, I'm recording a little unfortunate time, but it is what it is. Okay, let's move on to my tech final form cooler idea. Now, again, this guy will be tech. I think extreme tech could definitely use a little bit more love, you know. His leader skill, Wicked Bloodline or Planetary Destruction category, 3 ki, 170 to stats, and an extra 30% to obviously extreme class characters. This does a few things. So first, Wicked Bloodline finally, you know, receives a new leader. Now, this guy could be getting an easy A, right, during the celebration. But one thing I didn't really like is that last year, this Frieza wasn't a Wicked Bloodline leader. So I think that if we're going to get another Wicked Bloodline unit, this one needs to be a leader for Wicked Bloodline. But also, every single character, I mean, literally every single Frieza will now have a 200% buff. But more importantly, and of course I'm biased to this, but every single Broly now gets a 200% buff. Great Vegeta does as well, and of course the Kid Buu units now have 200% buff. So I'm not just tailoring, you know, my love here to Broly, but Frieza, Broly, and Kid Buu now have 200% teams. So I don't really think like this. I think this leader skill is of course very, very strong. Okay, now his 12 key, he just raised attack and defense for 1 turn, and he can seal. And then on his 18 key, he greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn. So no stacking for this guy, and he only does Mega Colossal on 18, just regular Colossal on 12 key. So his passive skill activates the entrance animation upon entry. For my idea for this basically is when Cooler, I think it's when he first transformed or something. Or I think it's after he started attacking Goku, where he lifted up both of his arms and then the ground started breaking in that direction. So I think that could be a really nice entrance animation if you ask me. Super class enemies attack and defense minus 59% for 3 turns from first appearance, which makes him a god in any single SBR ESBR stage. I'm telling you right now, this is not a small buff. In ESBR, the enemies for the first 3 turns, especially you have 2 of these guys, they are not going to be doing what they were doing to you before, making this guy look a lot better than what he already seems. So he's going to be technically hitting, like the enemy's defense will be lowered by 59%, which allows him to do more damage and everyone on your team to also do more damage and also to take less damage because he's also lowering their attack as well. He gets 170% to attack and defense start of turn, key +1 up to 7, and attack and not attack and defense, just attack plus 10% up to 70% per attack received. So he's a unit that builds up similar to Physical Cooler. He's just definitely a way better version than Physical Cooler here. But I mean, the 7 key, I didn't give him the same key mechanic as the Goku because I don't like it when 2 opposing units have very, very similar kits. So I wanted to change a few things up, but there's definitely some similarities between them. So I'll show you that in a second. So basically, you can build up to a total of 240% to attack, 170% to defense, while debuffing and getting 7 total key. Negates all negative effects, which means he cannot have his defense lowered, he cannot have his attack lowered, he can't be sealed, he can't be stunned, he can't be locked, none of that. Foresees enemy super attacks, and performs a critical hit when facing a super class enemy or when HP is 50% or less. So obviously, I mean, honestly, you can argue which ability here is better. Is it this one better for Cooler, or is this one better for Goku? Now, Goku, he is supporting with when you are below 59% HP or facing a specific enemy. The thing is, you have to understand, like, extreme class, you're not going to be fighting extreme class as often as you're fighting super class, but I also feel like extreme class, especially tech, needs more love. Now, I did lower the HP requirement to 50% because, you know, he's not Goku, so I'm not going to give him 59%. I did give him 59% here, but only because this is basically focused towards Goku. Like, he's lowering the attack and defense of Goku, especially when they were first fighting. Like, this guy was extremely, like, Goku was strong in this movie, but like his base form was doing absolutely nothing to Cooler, especially when you know, Cooler transformed. So this is basically tailored straight towards him. But I think lowering the HP from 59% to 50% makes it a little bit harder to see all of this, but I still think it's super, super OP because you get it guaranteed when you're facing a super class enemy anyways. And again, you're foreseeing enemy super attacks. That is really, really powerful. Guaranteed crit. Same thing that STR Cooler has when facing specific enemies. So basically a better version of STR Cooler. This is like STR Cooler and Physical Cooler combined, if you will, which honestly I don't have any problem with. And again, negating all effects is, I think, super OP as well. And then if you're above 50% HP, he's just giving all extreme class allies 3 key and 60% to defense. So basically, this guy's support is conditional to getting having your HP higher than a certain threshold, and Goku's is a little bit lower than a certain threshold, but granted, he can still have it guaranteed if you're facing an extreme class enemy. So let me know what you guys think about these 2 units. If you have to pause it and think about it a little bit more, then certainly do that. I would really want your opinions here. I have to go because my dog is getting a little impatient. Real life here, man. Let me go and put you down real quick. All right, so yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Please let me know what you think. And yeah, please have a great rest of your day. I'm coming right now. Bye. Peace.